decor tools, whatever it might be, go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. Just a note that we're having a little trouble with Facebook this morning, but hopefully if we get that corrected, we will be streaming on the Sports Blitz Facebook page at some point today. So just bear with us. We will go back to the phone line. Hey, Terry, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Guys, how y'all doing?
Hey, Terry.
I'm pretty good.
What do you think the chances of anybody telling me I was right about Harsin are?
Well, I think
I think there's a better chance of Nancy Pelosi campaigning for Donald Trump than James telling me I was right.
Well, I think a lot of people had their questions about Harsin, but certainly everyone is or no one any more than yourself for sure. Well,
now somebody brought this up, and I haven't heard anything. And I don't know. I wasn't at the game or nothing like that. So, but they said when the kid from Missouri missed the field goal. By the way, is that the biggest kicker you've ever seen in your life?
He's husky.
Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it, Coach David. That Harsin almost looked disappointed when he missed it.
He looked stoic.
For saying that. So can y'all comment on that?
Well, I was at the game, so I didn't see it, but I did see the replay. And no, he did not look like he was happy. But he looked, his demeanor did not change. I will say that. He looked like, he looked emotionless right before the kick, and he looked emotionless after the kick.
He's not showing any emotion at any point. I saw an assistant coach pass by him and pat him on the arm when that kid missed the kick. But I don't know that disappointment would be the word, but I just think that's his poker face, and he keeps it on all through the game, Terry, and I'd like to see a little more of emotion out of the man.
Yeah, coaches, and Tom Landry, you couldn't read him for nothing.
Right.
He didn't show emotion at all. So a lot of the great ones don't. I don't think Nick Saban shows a lot of emotion, quite honest. I think he gets fired up by certain things. But he gets fired up more with his own players than what the other team does.
Yeah, he'll throw the headset with an official call every once in a while. But, yeah, I don't see any emotion either way with Coach Harsin. It's puzzling to me. I guess that's just his personality.
Well, I got to admit, I missed the days of SEC media days when you had Pat Dye and Johnny Major and all those guys because you never knew what one was going to say. And Steve Spurrier was just classic. There will never be another Spurrier.
No.
He had so many great comments. And he had a way of being funny, and you were laughing, but he was sitting with a straight face.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And I've known people like that, actually. So, but anyway, look, guys, they were going to a funeral, Andy and Coach David. They were going to the death of two football coaches. They're going to be jobless at the end of the year, which is Brian Harsin and Eli Drinkwitz. I think there's zero chance either one of them is going to be back, quite honestly. I really do.
I would agree with you.
So, Eli Drinkwitz, we all know how I feel about Harsin. I don't think I made a secret of that. But Eli Drinkwitz has got to feel sick. He's got to feel. They gave that game away, 2-3 times probably?
Well,
at least
twice. The missed field goal and then the.
I don't understand. Here's a guy that he might as well be ready to be assistant. I don't know. I don't know what his pedigree is or what his future is or anything like that. Where he hails from, anything like that. Was he a Saban guy assistant?
He was a Gus guy.
Really? Well, that explains it.
He was a Gus analyst.
Who's that?
Drinkwitz.
And then he worked for Harsin.
Yeah.
He worked for Harsin at Arkansas State.
Explain quite a bit of it.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it's like I told Andy right before we went to the break, the next 3 weeks we'll either turn or burn. So it's not going to be long before we know exactly what's going on. Now, as far as if there's another coach, who it would be, anybody's guess. There's a lot of ridiculous rumors going around. There's some credible names being thrown out there. I'm not going to discuss that, like I said earlier, until the time that we need to discuss it. But next 3 weeks are extremely critical as to what happens here.
Well, I know it's kind of old news, but I want to go back to the Penn State debacle a little bit last week. So, but Penn State was so superior at two positions, at two places that made the most difference: quarterback and head coach. They're so superior in those places that Auburn didn't have a chance. That's just the truth of the matter. They're so superior with the quarterback and they're so superior with James Franklin. They're just that's just how superior. And I knew, and y'all did too, deep down in your heart, that when Brian Harsin named T.J. Finley starter, everybody knew for the most part, they just didn't want to admit it, that this was going to be a disaster. Because the kid just hasn't gotten any better, and people want to point out, well, he gets them in the right play, gets everybody lined up great, fine. But when the ball is snapped, he's still T.J. Finley.
Yeah, I had even said that, Terry. I try to remain as positive as I can. But
Sure.
And here's the problem now. We are Robbie Ashford is our quarterback, and we still haven't totally tweaked the offense to his skill set. We are still in too many bunch sets. Coach Harsin talks about running to the media. Do y'all want us to run into the 9 in the box all the time? Well, we line up in bunch sets 75% of the offensive plays. We bring people into the box. So we've got to change this offensive philosophy, the plays, the sets, to fit Robbie Ashford, or we're going to continue to get what we've been getting.
Well, that's where I go back, Coach David. Coaches have enormous egos, you know that, and they're not gonna. He's not gonna venture from what's worked. I mean, he worked in Boise. It's gonna work in Auburn, and he's not gonna venture. Just like Gus.
Yeah.
We all felt we had opinions about Gus and what he should do, but he kept going out and getting different quarterbacks who, quite honestly, I didn't think fit his system.
Right.
Take care, guys.
Thank you, Terry.
Take care.
You know what's sad? I honestly believe if a healthy T.J. Finley started and played the majority of the snaps yesterday, we'd have had more than 217 total yards.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that? I didn't even say it. We got to take another break. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Growing your business isn't just one thing. It's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Frontline Outfitters provides all your aftermarket parts for your cars, trucks, and as well as your professional tinting solutions for auto, residential, and commercial buildings. Frontline Outfitters also handles vinyl wraps, spray-in bed liners, truck accessories, LED lighting, paint correction and detailing, and much more. Make sure Frontline Outfitters of Alexander City is your first call for tinting and aftermarket solutions. Call us today, 256-409-8100.
The interstate is backed up this morning due to an accident.
So you don't like sitting still on the interstate? Get the free Algo traffic app. With Algo, you'll have the information you need to avoid problems on your route, to work, to home, to the beach. Traffic backups, wrecks, lane closures, all with current info and live traffic camera feeds. Know before you go with Algo Traffic, ALGO Traffic from the Alabama Department of Transportation. Get it today and arrive on time.
Lake Martin Garage, located on Highway 280 in Jackson's Gap, has been serving our area since 1993. From routine maintenance such as oil changes, tune-ups, and rotating and balancing your tires, to transmission and engine repair, our trained and certified mechanics will get you back on the road better than before. Need a tow? With a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing service, Lake Martin Garage has local and long-range pickup. Trust your vehicle needs to the professionals at Lake Martin Garage. Call 256-825-6139, or better yet, stop in and see them today. Lake Martin Garage.
Russell Building Supply and Home Center is just around the corner in a brand new, convenient location with a wide selection of grills, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. The new store offers more home improvement items along with other helpful conveniences like a drive-through lumber yard and our Best Rewards program, making it an ideal destination for do-it-yourselfers and professional contractors. Get ready for game day on the plains by stocking up on all your Auburn tailgating gear at Russell Building Supply and Home Center.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
For more than 40 years, Ingram Equipment Company has helped companies, towns, and cities with their dirtiest, most challenging jobs by providing the very best equipment and by helping them keep in tip-top working condition. IEC represents leading manufacturers such as Heil garbage truck bodies, Timco sweepers, Step pothole patchers, and many more. We proudly support all athletes and teams that compete across the state and wish them good luck this year. Ingram Equipment Company, ingramequipment.net.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. About 30 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We are brought to you each and every day by Big Fish Real Estate. For all your real estate needs here in the Lake Martin area as well as down there on the coast, give them a call today, 551-BIG-FISH, or look them up, bigfishlakemartin.com. And we'll go back to the phone line. James, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
How y'all doing today?
Hey, James.
I'm okay. How about yourself?
I'm fine. Just one little thought here. We're starting, everybody's starting to look for coaches candidacy list. I've got one that won't be there. Not after Saturday. Middle Tennessee saw to that. So Kevin Steele, the favorite of the general, I'm sure, will probably not get a call. And on top of that, when he was a head coach, he won exactly 4 games and lost either 40 or 42. And that is the truth. I'm not off on that 2 games, I don't think.
No, that's pretty close.
Time ago, and it was at Baylor, as far as I can remember. But all he'd need to do now is hire Ted Roof as his defensive coordinator, and then we really would be in hell. Geez, I will say this about the win. That scoreboard ain't going to change. If we deserve to win or not, I'll leave that up to somebody smarter than me. But it said Auburn 17, Missouri 14. That's really all I can say. I'm not going to be fancy like Terry and tell you who's going to do what and this, that, and the other. They just need to get the thing solved. They've already screwed it all up, and I'll lay it flat at the board of Auburn University and flat at the board of the general. He was a plant. Well, anyway, I'll leave it at that. I'll continue to watch the ball games, and I'll always be an Auburn fan. But right now, I'm so damn frustrated, I don't know what to do. I think I need to come down there. We need to go fishing, all of us, or something.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, get the pressure off. But anyway, you guys have a good day, but I wanted to let you know I don't think Kevin Steele will be invited to the party, if and when there is one.
I think you're right.
Okay, buddy.
Thanks, James.
Appreciate it, James.
Take care of yourself, too.
War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Yeah, that was we gave up 45 points, and don't be mistaken. Middle Tennessee State, they beat the tar out of Miami. They
did.
They owned them Saturday. That wasn't a fluke. And I'm not going to discuss coaching candidates. I have a good friend that goes to church with General Burgess and swears that he's a wonderful person. I know James disagrees with me on that, but and he's just one voice. There's some other voices, but Brett has said this, and I totally agree. If and when this thing goes south, a lot of our problems is because of the lack of true leadership at the top at Auburn. You want to go back to Leith, we don't even have to talk about that, okay? So, but that's where we are, and I'm just hoping and praying that Chris Roberts can right this thing and get us going in the right direction, whoever the coach is. So, yeah, I don't.
Got to start with hiring of an AD.
That's right.
That's where it's got to start. I'm sure they want to make that hire before he has to make a hire for a football coach.
Wouldn't that just complicate matters further?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Let's go back to this Auburn football team. Okay. Offensive line continues to regress. Tate Johnson gets hurt early in the game. He goes out. It looked pretty much the same before he left than when he left. Although I will say that first drive, I think it was all on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So at 14 plays, 59 yards. Mm-hmm. We convert some third downs, touchdown. Mm-hmm. We come out, like you mentioned, Derek Hall makes a great play. Tip ball, tip drill, he picks it off. Makes a little run back, punishes the guy that tried to tackle him.
Waylaid him.
Auburn, they score another touchdown in the red zone. Back to their, if we get in the red zone, we score a touchdown. And at that point, when it was 14-0, I thought, you know what? Auburn looks like they came to play today. Mm-hmm. And we're going to beat them, 35-17, and we're going to have we'll go about our business.
Mm-hmm. No.
What happened after that second drive? It was after that second drive, punt, missed field goal, punt, downs.
Yeah.
It looked like the offensive line was obviously they controlled the line of scrimmage for 14-play drive down the field. But then we're back to there's at least one guy in the backfield, 2 or 3 guys in the backfield every play when we try to hand the ball off. Why do they continue to regress?
Well, Andy, obviously I think Missouri probably made some adjustments. They brought some more people. They know that we don't do well with pressure. They brought people in gaps so that Tank couldn't find a gap to get in. And here's the deal. We're going to have to, and I said this, Jason Campbell said this Saturday in the postgame show, until we can challenge people down the field consistently, they will continue to load the box.
Yep.
So we're going to have to get out of those bunch sets and spread the field. We're also going to have to throw more, Andy, on the early downs. We threw on first down 3 times Saturday for an average of 10-plus yards. Only 3 times, okay? Threw on second down a couple of times, all right? So we're going to have to – I sound like Saban. I threw an all right in there. We're going to have to do those things and adjust to those things. But at the end of the day, we're still going to have to block.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, right now, Robbie Ashford is a one-read QB.
Yeah.
If that read's not there, buddy, he's antsy and he's going to take off. Now, in fairness to him, he's only got time for one read because he's running for his life after he takes a snap. But he is capable of making some decent throws. He made some nice throws Saturday. He made some bad throws Saturday, but we didn't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
And look, I got to say this. Look, Auburn Saturday accomplished something. It just was the most incredible thing I've ever seen. Auburn completed a pass to a wide receiver short of the first down on 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
How do you that takes talent. To complete a pass to a wide receiver short of the first down on 3rd and 2. That just kind of sums it up for me. It was amazing. We got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll take your comments when we come back right after this.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
At CNT Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Someday, in the not-so-distant future, it happens. In that moment, you realize you're ready for anything. Get a degree in emergency management from Jacksonville State University and be ready when it matters most.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Hey, this is Doug Roberts, long-term resident of Alexander City. I sold my house with Century 21 Lake Area Realty because all my life I had heard that to sell a house you need 3 things: location, location, location. I found out there's actually 4. You need location, 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 and Rhonda Gaskins at Century 21 Lake Area Realty to sell your house fast.
Call me today and let me go to work for you. 256-749-3644.
2 nights, 1 weekend at ATL Live. Friday, November 11th, his first concert ever at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Billy Joel. With Lionel Richie and Sheryl Crow. And Saturday, November 12th, 8-time Grammy winner Chris Stapleton with Miranda Lambert, Dwight Yoakam, and more. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss ATL Live, powered by Ticketmaster.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Brubaker Motors in Montgomery is the largest and fastest growing used car dealership in the River region. You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker. It's better at Brubaker.com.
Brubaker, Brubaker, Brubaker.
You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker.
BREWBAKER. BREWBAKER.com.
It's better at Brubaker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. Only about 20 more minutes left in today's show, brought to you each and every day by Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team, saving people thousands of dollars each and every year on their home mortgage. Give them a call today, 256-397-0248, 256-397-0248. Dano says thicker kicker is the man. I would agree. And look, if you got a 300-plus pound kicker and he don't like to warm up, you get what you deserve.
Kickers are different. Just leave them alone.
Ty says, what is wrong with Anders Carlson? I think he lost his confidence. And the Auburn-Georgia game is set for 2:30 on CBS. I would agree. Look, the dude's kicking with a brace on his right leg. He is recovering from an ACL surgery, but he's been inconsistent his whole career. And he's never been good from 50-plus. But that duck hook in overtime, that first one. I mean, Bob McGinty would have been proud of that. If you don't know who that is, think back to 1984. Auburn had a chance to win that game, and that might have been the worst missed field goal I've ever seen. Of course, the Turkey ends up transferring to Florida and coming back, and I think he beat us in '86 with a field goal. So that's another story, though. But look, but of course, Missouri's offsides because, of course, they were. And then he gets another chance and nails it. But he missed two early.
But the two early ones. Here's the reason it's in his head now. The first two. The first one was wide left.
Yeah.
Offsides. The second one was wide right. Now, if we're getting points for barely missing the uprights, he's 2 for 2.
Yeah.
I mean, he overcompensated so much that he missed wide to the other side of the goalpost. So, he said he was rushing because they were coming early and offsides. Said he'd get it corrected. We'll see. So.
Yeah, I feel for the guy, but it's all about making or missing. I mean, that's all. That's what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm.
Jim says, if I'm not mistaken, Auburn had negative yards in overtime and still won. Technically, they had 3 yards because, again, they had an offsides from Missouri. So they ended up with basically 2 yards that were given to them by Missouri. But, yes, the Auburn, they did have negative yards because Ashford lost 3 on the first play. Ty says, I heard a lot of rumors going around today. We heard there was a rumor that they might be trying to move the Auburn-LSU game to Thursday because of the impending hurricane and maybe the effect of rain after that. That's a rumor at this point. I have not heard anything solid about that, but there's always rumors going on in Auburn. Any day of the week. Jeff says, can y'all help me out when basketball season is going to begin?
I can, Jeff. November the 7th in Neville Arena against the George Mason, I can't remember. November 7th, Neville Arena.
Let's call them the Colonels.
Okay, we'll call them that. Then November the 11th.
Something tells me Jeff knows when basketball
He does.
season.
Jeff's having fun. Some of us are. I'll tell you this. On October the 28th, that's a Friday night, Auburn baseball is playing Alabama in their final fall scrimmage game. I will definitely be there for that one, and it's free.
That'll
in
be
Plainsman Park. Yeah. So.
Let's see. Steve says Auburn is dysfunctional family. Andy is correct. I love hearing that. Auburn needs a strong AD. That is absolutely true. Ty says, why does Auburn line up 8 yards in the backfield, especially on 4th and half a yard?
Yeah.
If you rewatch clearly, again, hindsight's 20/20, but if Ashford just takes a snap, all he's got to do is fall over the top of the line. It was a low pile or either jump over and he gets the first down easily. Why they thought it was a good idea to line Tank up 8 yards in the backfield and then, hand it off to him 5 yards in the backfield. It made absolutely no sense. It was yet another. It fit that game so perfectly.
It's Andy, in the old I formation, we used to line our tailbacks up 7 yards deep because we had a fullback in front of him at 3. So you can see the field, especially if it's a sweep or if it's an option. But on a 4th and a 1, and you're going to hand him the ball off and he's 8 yards deep, the way our line's been blocking, it's a head scratcher.
Dano says, who would have thought a few years ago that Alabama now has a solid kicker and we don't? Fair point. That is true.
Yes.
But nonetheless, we got the number 1 kicker in the country sitting on the sideline.
Yeah.
Coming out of high school, so it may be time to give Mr. McPherson a go.
Yeah, give him a call. Let him have
just see what he can do anyway. But Ty says, did they redshirt? I'm sure they planned to redshirt him, but they don't have to. It's like they can pull that shirt off anytime. It's like Holden Gerner. I'm sure he's going to redshirt unless they have to play him more than 4 games.
Right.
But
yeah, that was a necessity. Did you see that block?
see, and look, and again, I was at the game, so I was sitting there in my mind thinking, wait a minute, we have not had a drive going. We have not been able to get a drive going of any way for 2.5 quarters. We finally get a drive going, and you pull Ashford and pull it in Garner, and this is the point, and you run an end around with Shanker?
Yeah.
That's your brilliant plan? But I didn't realize he got banged up, or
He got banged up on that block
for a couple of
pretty
series.
good. Yeah.
But still, what in the world are we doing? I mean, you're trying to. I mean, Gardner, you're trying to give him some sort of success, and you run an end around with Shanker. I mean, are you trying? Maybe they're trying to tank. I don't know what you would get for tanking at this point, but a new coach. But good grief. They're just questions abound about Saturday and about this whole season. We got to take another break. We'll be back with one final segment right after this.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Russell Do-It Center and building supply stores have the tools and materials to get the job done right, whether you're a professional contractor or just a weekend do-it-yourselfer. With everyday customer conveniences like a drive-through lumberyard, price match promise, and our best rewards program, each of our 9 locations offer top brands and building materials like lumber, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. Visit today and see what Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply can help you build tomorrow.
Don't be caught in a dirty vehicle. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have your vehicle or boat looking like brand new in no time, and you'll be back driving in style. They specialize in detailing, paint correction, gel coat restoration, and ceramic coating. Take it to the professionals at Lake Martin Mobile Detailing. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or stop by and see them at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville. Mention this ad and receive $10 off. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing for your cleanest vehicles around. Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area. Need that boost to get you started in the morning or help get you through a long day at the office? Alex City Nutrition is your answer. Alex City Nutrition, located on 2nd Broad Street in downtown Alex City, offers meal replacement shakes, post-workout shakes, extreme rebuild products, and a vast array of loaded teas that offer focus, energy, and build up your immunity and overall health. Want to buy in bulk? We now offer your favorite flavors by the gallon. Come by Alex City Nutrition today or call 256-496-8284 to begin your journey to great health.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Hey guys, this is Nate Paz with Airport Motors.
I'm Connor Branch with Fairway Auto Brokers in Opelika, Alabama.
And this is your first ever Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz.
That's right, Lake Martin. Airport Motors and Fairway Auto Brokers is teaming up for the very first Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz. Make sure to check out either website for the very best selection of pre-owned luxury trucks, SUVs, and sedans in East Alabama. Get pre-approved in minutes online and make sure to use the keyword Summer Blitz in the comments section for $500 off internet price. That's keyword word, Summer Blitz.
In a word, it's chaos.
You'll have to see it to believe it. Whoever said that must have been talking about Talladega. It's a place where chaos mixes with speed, where a town turns into a city, and a weekend becomes a lifetime of memories. It's a tradition like no other.
What a wild finish.
At a track like no other. And after it's all over, you still won't believe it ever happened. Get your tickets now at TalladegaSuperspeedway.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you, one final segment in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. This game kind of brought up some games, previous games in my mind. The Auburn victory over Mississippi State on the road, 3-2. There were 18 punts in that game, whereas there were only 16 in this one. Mississippi State did not convert a third down on 14 tries. And they were 0 for 4 on fourth down.
And Andy, people say.
And Auburn gave them the 2 points.
And people say, you sure that wasn't a baseball score? And I said, are you kidding me? Auburn and Mississippi State's baseball team would have scored way more points than that.
Mississippi State had 116. Auburn did have 315 total yards in that game. Now, granted, they were 3 of 16 on third down, and we punted the ball 8 times. But that was one of those where it was a dubious victory. And the other one that I brought to my mind was the Auburn-Tennessee game in 2008. I was at that game, and 19 punts in that one.
Yeah.
4 of 16 for Auburn on third, or for Tennessee, and 6 of 18 for Auburn. Auburn had 226 total yards, so not very much different between the 217 we had against Missouri. So this will go down. I said top 5 worst performance that I've ever seen since I've been watching.
Andy, there's one of all the work that you did on our script today, and I wish y'all could see some of Andy's scripts. They're works of art.
They are. That's right.
In the last 7 games against Power 5 competition, the Tigers have scored 3, 0, 6, 3, 3, 6, 0 points in the second
total of 21
half.
Points in 7 games in the second half. That's against Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, South Carolina, Alabama, Penn State, Missouri.
Yeah.
They have yet to score 7 points in the second half. No adjustments. No adjustments. Heard a very disturbing, I was told that the, basically halftime at Auburn consists of about 20 minutes of silence. And the quote was, "This is not an exaggeration." Now, it came from a reliable source, but you take that for what you will. It may perhaps it looks like we're not making any adjustments in the second half because we're not making any adjustments in the second half.
Hey, Andy, Ed said.
Oh, no, Ed. I'm saying
Ed?
78 to 80.
Yeah, I'm with Andy.
There was 78 to 80. Brett said less than 70.
Yeah.
I won. Okay, let's be clear.
Yeah, Andy won the bet. I was there. It was 78 to 80,000 in there.
Yeah.
I'm with you, brother.
Regardless, I'm glad that there were that many people that got to watch that debacle. But yet they did win, and
should have been less than 75,000.
Now there were not that many when the game. I will say there was probably less than 70 when the third quarter started, because you're always going to have students clear out about after halftime of 11 o'clock game.
And
that just happens.
The Missouri fans, I thought they had a nice contingent.
They did, and they brought a little pep band, but it wasn't, so it wasn't as annoying as like Penn State. But yeah, they were very pleasant. They were cheering their bunch, but I mean they know they're terrible.
Oh yeah,
and they were just they were very disappointed that they weren't that they didn't win, and they should have been. as Eli Drinkwitz, and I didn't say anything about this, but look, Brian Harsin makes an idiot call by handing the ball off to a back 8 yards in the backfield after you've been getting killed at the line of scrimmage all day long. And then Eli Drinkwitz says, no, wait a minute. Hold my beer. They down to the 3-yard line. The 3-yard line, David. And what do they do with time remaining and a timeout, mind you?
Yeah.
And what do? They lose 6 yards on purpose to set up a field goal.
To get it in the middle of the field.
Just run the ball, 2 plays, score a touchdown, and be done with it.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah.
I mean,
look how that turned out.
I just.
Brett said 80,000 gluttons for punishment.
And then miraculously, Pete just throws the ball into the end zone, essentially. Wow. Oh, that was. I'd never seen a game quite like it.
As disappointed as we were at the end, even though we won, those Missouri people just felt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
They traveled
Yeah. Right
Whew, I felt sorry for them a little bit.
Yeah. Just a smidge, not much.
LSU apparently opened as a 7.5-point favorite over Auburn in Jordan-Hare.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 6 o'clock game.
Hopefully nice weather.
Hopefully.
We're going to watch closely with the hurricane.
If it is Saturday.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll know that real quick if it's not.
Happy birthday today, the great Marty Robbins. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso. Donna Douglas. Ellie Mae from the Clampett.
Oh, my goodness.
From, Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah.
Olivia Newton, the great Olivia Newton-John.
Just recently passed.
Just recently. In the 80s, I definitely would have liked to get in physical. She was a fox.
She was.
Carlene Carter, daughter of June Carter Cash. Linda Hamilton, killing Terminators left and right.
Is that was she Wonder Woman?
No.
Who was that?
That's Linda Carter.
Carter, yeah.
Now, Linda Carter is like, she is in her own category. Yeah. Craig Ironhead Hayward. Remember him from the Saints? Big fullback.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
They don't make them like that
No,
anymore.
they do not. Shannon Hoon, who was the lead singer of Blind Melon.
Okay.
Died at a very early age. Jim Caviezel. He played the Jesus
Christ, yeah.
In the
that movie?
Passion of
the Christ, yes.
And Serena Williams, all born on this day. Equating Linda Carter to anyone. I don't.
John, he was so flabbergasted he couldn't
even finish the statement. Yeah. Equating Linda Carter to any other is a mistake.
I saw the other Carter. It threw me off.
Yeah, that's right.
Give me a break.
And to Linda Hamilton, it ain't even the same planet. Thank you. We got to go. He's David. I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.